Hello everybody and welcome back to the mining and construction economy map. This is going to be, at least I think, the final single player gold mining episode. And the reason why I say this is because we've done quite a few episodes of the gold mining already, and well, there's only a certain amount of times you can do it without repeating yourself too much. So today, it's not just the same as all the other episodes. What we're going to be doing is just going for a huge goal. A goal which is unknown. Basically, as much money as we could possibly make in as short a time as possible. So, as you can see, the bucket is filling. And it's filling to an extreme amount. I have obviously adjusted all of the values again to a value which is fairly stupid, but certainly to an amount which should mean that we can make an absolute fortune out of the gold. Also, it's going to be an amount which is unknown, because how could you possibly predict how much gold we're going to get out of... It's going to be 2 million litres of soil. 2 million litres! It's going to be very interesting to see. So basically, we've got a 1 million litre capacity on both of these dumpers behind us. At least it should be. I was messing around and I actually did it to 1 billion litres. So I think I did adjust it back yesterday when I was changing the values. So it should be obvious, because basically if it is to 1 million, this should make a noticeable difference to the amount of soil we can see in the dumper. Yeah, it is. So that should be 400,000 litres. Perfect. Right, I've done something right for once. Let's go for the next one. Another 200,000 litres. Obviously, with it being 1 million and the bucket capacity of this is 200,000, we only have to load up the bucket, oh look at that, 5 times. 5 times per dumper, so 10 times in total, and the water does need to be done as well. As you know, we've got a very, very large capacity water tanker. So large, in fact, that it likes to sort of snap the axle on the lorry. It's just way too heavy for it, but it's certainly quicker than doing it the other way, of using the standard amount of water in the capacity of the tanker. Now, actually, it was about 150,000 litres the total that we could take in one go. We need to get 2 million litres. Right, so the water could be a bit of a challenge here. Now, I know that a lot of people want me to do multiplayer on this map, and I think we are going to. I've been told now that the reason why you can have an issue is because it doesn't allow the other players to actually scoop the dirt if you haven't already got it out the trigger. So providing I've got the dirt out the trigger already, should be absolutely no issues at all, and it should make for a very enjoyable video. Obviously the number of players I'll have in the server will be about 5, 6, maybe 7 or 8. I haven't yet decided. Now also, the multiplayer server, my rental period does run out. I think it's this Saturday. It was on a year contract, which obviously I'm going to cancel. It's not going to be a year anymore. I'm going to renew it monthly in case I don't actually want it for the full year. I don't think it even affects the price, so it's kind of pointless taking it out for a year. I'm not saying I'm not going to be having it for a year, it's just I'll be obviously renew it each time. I just punched my steering wheel. How strange. But yeah, that is something which I do need to do, obviously renew the rent on that. And yes, we're going to be doing, hopefully very soon, the multiplayer on this map. But first we have got PGR Bruzda. That must be done first, because I know a lot of people are waiting for it, and I don't want to just sort of finish it like that. Talking about finishing a map just like that, Dusty Cove. There is indeed going to be one more episode. I keep saying this, there is going to be. I'm not going to forget. Don't worry, it is coming up soon. It just obviously is timing, because there's quite a few new games coming out very soon, and I need to be able to focus on those as well. I don't really want to be just doing Farming Simulator 17 when I could be doing, for example, Gold Rush the game. That comes out very soon. There is obviously the expansion, the brand new expansion for Farming Simulator, which obviously we're going to cover in great detail. And then if you look into the future, like into 2018, there are even more games released then as well. So there is going to be no shortage of games. In fact, very soon you're going to see some first look videos from me. A variety of games. Some games you may not like, some games you may love. I'm just going to first look them anyway, because first look videos are always very interesting. Another 200,000 litres just here, into the dumper. Is that the first one done? hoping it is. Even with this extreme amount that we can carry in one go, it's surprising how long it takes to fill up. But when you think about it, 1 million litres, yeah, that is a lot of dirt. And when we have 2 million, it's going to be even more crazy. I once did call a video my most crazy video ever, but this one is pretty crazy as well. Maybe I should call this one my second most crazy video ever. Also, the biggest risk take ever. 1 million very heavy litres of dirt going next to a pond. It's like a wish to tip it into the pond. Luckily, Farming Simulator isn't as brutal as to pull us into it. In fact, I don't think these dumpers are even set up to have a mass on the dirt inside it. We could have, I don't know, 10 billion litres and it would still feel like there's only 1 litre in it, or even 0. Some vehicles do have a mass for the contents, others don't. For example, the tanker, that does. The water has weight. Oh my goodness, every time I get here I think, why have I not put the track in? And then I say I'm going to do it, and then I don't. And now it's not even worth doing, because we're not even going to be doing any more in this area, I don't think. Except for the concrete and stuff. We do have to do concrete. Certainly not doing all the work in the previous episode a few weeks ago. Was it No, about 2 or 3 episodes ago actually. Yeah, not doing all that for nothing. We have produced the concrete by mining the limestone, but we've done nothing with it. So we either need to sell it, or create something with it, which I'm hoping to do. Right, here we go. Oh, look at that. It actually looks no different. It's tipping in exactly the same way as if there was, I don't know, 100,000 litres. But obviously it can't tip at all, because it's hit the limit of, I think it's 500,000. Yeah. Not every day you hit the limit of a trigger. I'm going to head back with this one while we're loading up the other dumper truck. So we might as well get this one filling. Technically, the capacity of this thing is about 1 million litres as well. It's just it's not going to be able to carry that. The axles will probably, I don't know, end up on top of the tanker, because they'll be so compacted and pancaked, they won't have a clue where to go. And knowing Farming Simulator, that probably would happen. The wheels may end up on the roof. Now, yes, the West Coast, just referring to yesterday's video, basically at the end of the episode I bought the very large drill, and most people pointed out that it did need to have the air part to it as well, the hopper, whatever it's called, storage tank. I'm going to get it, don't worry about that. But some people, for some reason, despite me explaining the reason why I got it, still insisted in starting an argument. So I'm not going to reply to anybody, because I've already explained in the video why I've got it. I know it's not totally true to England, but I explained anyway. I explained why we need it, so yes, I think I've said everything I need to. Shall we just see how far we can get this thing before anything berserk happens? Like, you can see it's at the moment doing a dance for some reason. Yeah. It probably is the wheels trying to escape from the axles. They want to just fly off because they've snapped off, obviously. Oh, what a joke. The joke is me, though, because I did this to it. It's a perfectly good mod. But I have broken it. It's stopped. It's danced its way out of the trigger. In fact, it can't even move itself. Oh, joy. Oh, joy. Oh, dear. My foot is to the floor. What happens if you actually remove it off the back? It would probably move then, because it's taken the weight off the chassis. Yeah, I thought it might. Typical. Yeah, well, this is certainly to be considered the unrealistic series. That's for sure. Even doing a wheelie. Yep, so it weighs about, I don't know, probably about 280,000 tons. I don't know. But yeah, that's just, yeah, something we don't want to be seeing. That's not healthy. That is not good. How is this going to end? Oh, quite well actually. It's like a kickstart. Right, well I've set the limit to 120,000 litres, and as you can see, it seems to be coping okay, which is the main point here. Anything more, and yeah, it's really not going to appreciate it. That should be working. There we go. Now I've actually set the unload and load to a very fast rate, because obviously we're going to have to do a number of loads. In fact, how many loads would it be? The skilled mathematically minded people can obviously help me out here. 120,000 litres per load. We need 2 million litres. What is that going to be? It'd be easy if it wasn't 120. If it was 100,000, it'd be 20 loads. But yeah, I would need a piece of paper to write it down on my maths. It's never been great. I get by, but yes, I couldn't just do a sum like that off the top of my head. With a calculator, dead easy. Anyway, let's get that loading again. It should fill extremely fast, and we'll also fill up the next dumper. So here goes. This is the last one we're doing, and although it doesn't seem like we've filled up that much, as mentioned already, it is a lot, way more than we've ever done before, and I really do hope that we can get at least £1.5 million for this. If we can do, we've done well. But it's also going to depend on the price of gold at the time of sale. So again, we'll be checking on that and making sure we do sell this at the best time, or at least a very good time. Let me just see. Obviously, it's going to be probably a day from now because it needs to process. It could even be 2 days. But if we go across, yeah, it's terrible, but it's going up, so it's good. We just have to play the waiting game. While we're waiting, let's take this again. We really can't do much in between each load because it does take about 1.5 minutes to fill the bucket, maybe even more. I actually couldn't find a setting for the fill rate on the bucket. Easy to find for this thing, so I'm assuming for any kind of attachment for a wheel loader or any kind of bucket, it's just going to be a standard rate, I would have thought. And then with something like this with a pump, you can change it. Obviously only in the XML file though. In fact, you can change anything. You can change how fast a beacon spins, you can change the fill rate, the unload rate, all that kind of stuff. You really can actually help yourself quite a bit if you're not too keen on playing realistically and you just want to get loads of stuff done in a very short period of time. Visiting the XML file after backing your game up is a very good place to be. But yes, make sure you back up first. You can actually see the weight being removed from the tanker when you empty it. The same when you fill it up. Now, the most asked question of this week. Are you going to do a 300k subscriber special? The answer is yes and no, if that is even possible. Well, it is, because basically, as you'll know, Halloween is coming up fairly soon, October 31st. So I was going to do a special for that anyway. Now, 300k subscribers has come as quite a surprise for me actually, because although I do check my subscriber rate, I don't check it daily. So to sort of, I woke up the other day and checked it for the first time in a few days, maybe a week, and I saw that it's going to be today. It was going to be that day that I was going to reach the milestone, which was just astonishing. So yes, I wasn't really planning the special video. So I am going to do one. But it's not going to be what I was expecting originally. When I first thought of the 300k subscriber special, I thought there'd be a big giveaway and everything and all that kind of stuff. But I've decided to actually put the big giveaway into the Halloween special instead, which I think is no bad thing, because then when the 300k special is done, you won't be thinking, oh, there's going to be another special but there's no giveaway. So it's best to keep that as like a surprise. But yes, I think likely Saturday or Sunday this weekend I'm going to be doing a special. It would be like, I would have thought it would be a number of games crammed into one episode, doing lots of different things. That always seems to be the best thing for a special video. and then for the Halloween one, try and do something Halloweeny, I suppose. Have a big giveaway. In fact, that would be a good opportunity to give away some new games which are coming out soon. And yeah, just generally have a lot of fun. We'll probably do some multiplayer stuff as well. The next load of water, and we'll tip the rest of the dumper truck if we can do, well, some more of it. The issue is, you see, until we actually increase time, it's going to be very slow. In fact, I will do. We'll put it to 30 and later to 120. Should start to shoot down. 481, 250. Come on. Come on. Good. Oh, the tailings. Oh no, is it? No, it's going down. 4800 there. Basically, I've got the dumper truck over here, filling up any tailings which it creates, which it will do. Hopefully now I've started it, it will just keep going since it's always being filled up. So there really should be nothing to stop us. Just keep bringing the water, keep bringing the soil, and basically we'll have loads of money. Yes, if only it was as easy in real life. That was impressive. Right, I'm going to do a bit off screen and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so this is the final bucket load to put into this dumper truck. I think there was a tiny bit dropped underneath, so it may not be exactly 1,000,000 litres. Again, please don't start commenting on why I'm calling it litres. It's only because Farming Simulator does. It's not because I'm doing that. I'd probably do it in kilograms or tons. But you can do it in litres. It is fine. It's just some people do comment on it, I've noticed. Now I don't know exactly how much I missed or spilt, so I'll put another 19,000 in, see if that will fill the gap. Hopefully it will do. Yep, brilliant. So that is exactly, over the 2 million litres of soil. To be obviously separated down into not a lot, but a lot of money. The rest of it will go as tailings, which we can use or sell. Look at that, I'm actually grounded on a mound of soil. There is probably a lot of money in that soil, and it's just laying there on the ground. Now it has just poured with rain, or hail actually, so the machines have washed themselves, which is very nice. Although they're going to be mucky very fast. All we have to do is drive through one of these mud puddles and they're going to be filthy. But anyway, here we are. This is the second of the 2 dumpers. The first one, hopefully we can empty and move it out of the way. Which you have to see. Ah, not yet. Nope. You have to skip a bit of time. There we go. That should do nicely. Let's get it emptied and moved aside. Ah, still? Really? It is rocketing down. The problem is we're going to run out of water very soon. Oh, 8,750. There we go. Brilliant. So the main job now is going to be just basically going to and from the pond, getting water to separate the gold from the soil. When that is done, we can load the very small containers of gold into a pickup truck, take it to the bank and see exactly what it's worth. And hopefully it's going to be worth a lot. Make sure it puts it in the correct place. But obviously, yeah, because it's a very long-winded job moving the water about, I'll be doing most of it off screen. Okay, we've got 5% out of there. That's full. That is emptying fast. To the water tanker. Well, the water delivery is here. 3 of us. Big delivery load. But it's still not going to be enough, I don't think, because obviously we've got loads of soil. It does need topping up. When this is empty, there'll be no more to add. But it's still not going to empty completely. No, still 386,000 litres left. Wow, this really is a mammoth task. Trying to sort all this out. I've also been boxed in. Great. I'll stop the follow me there because obviously it's going to be struggling to turn around when it doesn't need to. It actually needs to unload its water. Oh, this is really bad. And then, yes, we can get the final lorry done as well. Come on, move. Oh, don't tell me you've got... Oh, it's got caught. Okay, so unload this one too. And how much are we going to need after this? Probably another full load from each one. I would have thought, in fact, yes, we will. No doubt about that. In fact, we're going to need to have probably another 2 loads from each one. Sadly, because this is taking forever. In the video, it probably feels like a few seconds, but actually, I think we've probably gone through 2 Farming Simulator days since a few minutes ago, since I last spoke. So yeah, it is to get £2 million, well, 2 million litres of soil, and possibly £2 million worth of gold. If you're doing it on your own and you only have small machinery, such as these tankers, then perseverance is something you require. Also, the dumper which was in the tailings area is now full, which means we have at least 1 million litres of tailings. In fact, yeah, we've got another 500,000 here. We've got at least 1.5 million. That should be filling for a while. Right, back down to the quarry. It is almost empty. Come on. Oh, so close. This dumper is virtually ready to move out of the way. 3,000 more litres. Done. So that means that there has now been 2 million litres of soil put into the processor. It's just lacking the water. So I'm just going to finish off. For you, it's going to be a matter of seconds before we are ready to sell the gold. But for me, it's probably another 10-15 minutes, who knows. So we've got, this is the final result, 475 and 178. So yep, another full load from everything, just to make sure. So we're going to fill these up, and I'll see you when we return. Hey, look at that, look at the workers on the minimap. DA, and if I'm G, Dag. Yay! But I'm not G, so yeah. My imagination running wild again. But we're here. We are here for the final emptying session of 1,200 litres from each one. So we should have plenty. Look at the lorry suspension going up. Oh, don't park up right behind me. Very annoying. At least we have space now. Okay, next. Oh. Stop the other one first. So we're at 367 and 300. So it's going to be perfect. We'll have more water than soil in the end. Stop there. Stop. And now, all we have to do is wait. Wait for everything to process. We did actually get a great demand for gold, but unfortunately it was 3 days ago, so we have actually missed it. Maybe there'll be another great demand very soon. In fact, let's just wait here. It's still a very, very good price. In fact, going up, which is very good timing. I think while we're waiting, the best thing for us to do is to get into our gold mobile and take it up there. We can load the gold into the back, and it's going to have to be strapped in very well, because it's potentially going to be £2 million, or maybe more. This is going to be very impressive to see. Whoa. Here we come. The very rich person. Oh, the very rich person who has no idea how to drive. Oh, great. That is some slippery off-roading. Ugh, oh, it's coming in. Let's avoid these mud puddles. Right. Are we going to have to skip another day? There is a very high chance of this, I would say. Oh, mind the gold. Almost ran it over. There it is. Right, okay. Oh, we're virtually there, you know. Less than 100,000 to go. Come on, come on. Keep going. Keep going. We need this money. Run out soil. Oh, we're going to skip to the daytime. It'd be better. There we go. Fantastic. Right, so when that hits 0, the water will remain fairly high. We'll be able to pick up, I think it might actually be just one box of gold, and take it over to the bank. And there we go, 2 million litres of soil processed. It is just amazing to think that we've done that in just one episode with no help. There it is. There is our future money. Yay! Strap it in. Oh, strap in. Strap in. Oh, the money! Wouldn't it be bad if it glitched and disappeared? All the hard work for nothing. You're not going to work, are you? Oh well. Let's go. Let's take it to the bank and see what they think. They'll probably just shut the door in our face and say, that can't be genuine. How could you possibly have so much gold? Here we are. Now this is very simple to do if you've never seen this happen before. Basically all you do is pick it up and put it through their door. That's all you have to do. But watch the money. Top right hand corner of the screen is the only place you need to look. Are you ready? Oh, it's looking good. Keep going. Keep going. Wow. 2,683,362 pounds. That has got to be the most I have ever done. In fact, did we even do... I don't think we even did 1 million before. That is... wow. I've never seen harvest income so high. Well, there we go. Proves you can do it. We're going to leave it there, and that is going to be the final gold mining session in this map in single player. Not necessarily, not necessarily the final one, because we'll probably do it in multiplayer, and if any other maps run it as well, then we could do it on there too. But there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.